Imagine your army advancing across the streets of Mordheim. But there is one problem. They have no vantage point, no way to see the approaching enemy. What they need is a watchtower, hastily constructed from whatever materials are at hand. And what I'm going to show you today is how to build that watchtower, so your guys can be safe or at least have an advantage over the enemy. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like if you find it of interest. Now, over to the build session. We start by using two 30 cm long square balsa wood sticks. These are cut in half, giving us 4 pieces of 15 cm each. So let's start sawing. 4 pieces of 15 cm, just like that. Next, it's time to decide where the floors of the tower will be. I am going for 2 floors, the first one 4 cm above the ground and the second one at 13 cm. To attach the 4 foundations, we are going to use coffee stir sticks. I bought these, but you can probably get them for free at many different cafes or coffee shops. I measure them to the desired length. The first one will be 4 cm. I create a template so it's easy to clip them with wire cutters. I cut a bunch right away. The only time I use a hot glue gun in this project is when I'm gluing the frame together. The reason for this is that I need the glue to set quickly. Then I place the pre-cut coffee stirs just below the marks I measured. This way it won't end up too crooked. Now that we have the first part done, it's just a matter of attaching everything so that you have a solid foundation for the rest of the tower. As I mentioned, this is the only time I use a hot glue gun, but you can certainly use regular glue too. It just takes a little bit longer to dry. As you can see, it still ended up a bit crooked, but you can fix this easily by trimming a small piece of the longer leg. Next, I switch to using a quick drying wood glue. This gives me a few extra minutes of drying time, making it easier to adjust the small planks where we're about to glue in place. This tower will have 2 floors, so now it's just a matter of applying glue to the frame we already built. Then find the correct length of the coffee stir stick and glue it in place. We repeat this process for both floors. Remember, it doesn't need to look perfect. A warband hastily constructed this tower to maintain control over the battlefield. So here we have both floors in place. Next, it's time to build the walls of the tower. Walls are important so the warband members have cover. The process of attaching these is the same as it was for the floors. And voila, the walls are done. Now we need to place a model inside to check that everything fits as it should. And it fits perfectly in there. Here's how it looks with almost all the walls in place. Now we need to make sure the warband members have easy access to the tower, and we will do that by building a ladder from the bottom up to the top. To build the ladder, I use 2 coffee stir sticks, which I stack on top of each other. Then I take my Dremel and drill holes through both sticks. I space the holes at approximately equal intervals. Once you drilled enough holes, you will have 2 stir sticks with identical holes on both of them. Next, I use toothpicks as the rungs of the ladder. I apply glue to each hole so that the toothpick sticks in place. First glue on one side, then the other. Then adjust the width of the ladder so it looks reasonably realistic. After that, simply clip off the excess toothpick that sticks out. Finally, I apply glue along the edge to ensure everything is securely fastened. And there you have it, a complete, finished and nice looking ladder. That's how easy it is to make ladders. We've extended the ladder a bit and glued it to the side of the tower where we haven't attached any walls yet. Now the warband members have a way to climb up in it. Next, I glue smaller pieces from the foundation to the ladder. This makes it look more complete. And this is how the tower looks when it's fully built. The only thing left to do now is use a brush with water to remove an excess glue. You can also do this through the building process. Then I prime the entire tower with spray paint, first black and then white. Next I use the airbrush and spray the entire tower with raw sienna from Vallejo Prim Air. Now the tower looks like this, but we need to adjust it and to tone down the colors. That will make it look better. I then use dead flesh, also from Vallejo. I thin this down a lot so it acts like a wash. Once that is dried, I apply the shade. This is Nuln oil from Citadel. I cover the entire tower with it. And when it's all dry, the tower looks great. It actually looks like it's been standing in the wind and weather for a long time. And to add a little bit more grim dark to the tower, I glue on some skulls on each corner. These I first primed with white, then I used dark matter, a speed paint 2.0 from Arm Painter. And this is how the entire tower looks. Now it's just a matter of putting it into action on the board. With goblins closing in, the warband braces for the fight of their lives. The watchtower gives them the advantage they need, but will it be enough? Captain, goblins are approaching from the east! Get ready for battle! So there you have the complete watchtower with skulls and everything. I think it turned out pretty nice, and yeah, we'll see how it will play out in the Street of Mordheim. So that's it, guys. Hope you liked this video, and I hope you found it interesting and you learned something. And I hope I see you in the next one. Bye!